this other woman.
And I
She
made
had the tune memorized, had a memory of it, how it's supposed to go, and she stuck to that, her memory, and it was right on the money all the way through, a third away from what Helen was doing, and you had this parallel third thing going on.
She never varied a lick, and I didn't
all the
either.
way through it. It sounded like a Gregorian chant.
Say it sounded good?
Like a Gregorian chant. Yeah, it sounded good.
Oh, shoot. Oh,
In a weird kind of way.
yeah.
Parallel.
Shoe mercy.
Always fun.
I don't see why that wouldn't work.
Not as easy.
It wasn't intended, let me tell you.
Yeah.
I would have been glad to sing alto under her, but I couldn't find it after she done that. I mean, I could not. We practiced it, and it was not the key that we practiced it in.
God's hand was in it.
Yeah. Yeah, and you stir that mess up somehow. But trying to play Christmas carols, there was one, I can't tell you what it is, but there's sharps and there's naturals and there's flats and all that. And they wrote one, I promise you, was just to go to a white key. And I thought, why do they do that to me? I mean, it was written like instead of F sharp, it was F flat, or you know what I'm saying? It was something you never ever see, never ever.
Like G flat, but
Yeah, it was
two
the
different names for
opposite.
the same pitch.
But it was horrible. It's just hard.
A G flat would be a hard key.
What key signature is 5 flats, Daddy?
I don't know.
You're supposed to.
Be a F sharp and G flat's the same thing.
Well, anyway, I don't mind.
It's like 3 sharps or something.
No, if I transpose sharps to flats, 4 sharps makes 3 flats.
Oh, okay.
And 3 sharps makes 4 flats.
Okay.
When I transpose them, because my brain
Something
works
like
better in
that.
flats
Right.
than it does sharps.
Something like that.
But I love to play 5 flats. It ain't nothing to it. I mean, it really is.
See, Dee reads music too,
Yeah.
but
I abandoned those French keys.
You did.
Yes.
Now she can play in the B flat on the fiddle if she's got the music to go by.
see, the thing, one of the problems with, if you got a certain number of flats, that can be either a particular major key, or you can start on a different note of the scale and still have the same number of flats. And it's a minor key, but it's a different key, but it's a minor scale.
But Helen has to play it as it's written.
Now, lap Dulcimer players understand that, right? Because you start in one place on your fingerboard, and that gives you, if that's your home note, you got a scale. If you start someplace else,
It's not.
you've got, your sharps, flats are different,
Sharps and flats would be the same place.
but you'll be in a different key. And see, it's crazy.
But they would throw in a sharp or a natural or something if you were, say you were going back to what you were saying about
Transposing.
if you had like 2 flats, if you had 2 flats in your key signature, but you started on the minor key, you'd have an accidental in there to make it a minor.
I don't know. An A minor scale is the same scale as C major.
Right.
Same notes in the scale. You know that, right?
Yep, buddy.
Yeah, that makes it easy to talk about.
Yeah.
Make it in C, like when you play C on the piano. If you want to play an A minor tune, and you just start on the A instead of the C, and go up from there,
Well, I am.
but you have no flats, no sharps.
Do something.
The A minor scale is the same as a C major scale. Same number of sharps and flats, which is nothing. No sharps or
Bring
flats
your
in
wheel
C.
and prove it.
And A minor doesn't have any sharps or flats. It's a relative minor.
I know there's a term called a relative minor when you play a tune in C. Sometimes it goes to that relative minor, like the
Yeah, a lot of tunes do that. Well, Sugar Hill does that.
Oh, all right.
Now if you're playing out of nobody, it would go to a B minor.
D.
Oh, that's a total key change.
Yeah, so,
That you're
but,
talking about.
yeah, oh, but I thought it was like the minor. Like, a lot of tunes have a certain other key that they go to, sometimes.
Yeah.
Two key tunes have a certain key that works with them.
That don't let nobody?
So we play at C.
Yeah, yeah.
But if it's got somebody playing guitar, they go to an A minor.
And you take, like Richmond plays it two
It's
keys.
a
Yeah,
cotillion,
but
it
it's-
goes back and
But it's
forth.
an A major.
Well, this
No,
is the
front-
A minor major.
No, I'm sorry. If you're in D, yeah, you go from, well, you change keys as well.
Yeah, it's a different subject.
Another major key.
Yeah. But like on a lap dulcimer, you've got an A, you got a C major scale and an A minor scale. Then you got a mixolydian scale, and you've got different scales depending on what fret you start on. A lap dulcimer's a good teaching device for
I gave
scales.
two away because I couldn't learn nothing. I put them in the library for the children over at Sparta School, you know,
Oh.
where they take junior Appalachian musicians.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really hard to tune, Melvin.
I've also got a
Yeah, he
hammer
done went way
dulcimer.
up.
I thought I'd just sit my hand look up there and play the fire, but it's a different horse altogether.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Thursday, we're gonna look at this new pegs.
I just tried it one time.
Raised
Drive
drive,
out of tune always.
and we're gonna clean up his fiddle.
I do that at home. That's what I do. Electronics baffle me and computers, but I can, I get my WD-40.
That sounds better now.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
Are you gonna brag?
Oh, like that. She doesn't like
You
that.
jump all over the place on that, scratch you.
Yes, ma'am.
I won real
I get so
bad for it. I
excited
went
when I
home.
get you.
You got it.
Afraid.
You
No,
got
you
it.
do that good, Yeah.
But I just missed that one chord. Let's see,
I'll know fork a deer the next time I see you. I'm right in the middle of trying to learn it, and it's all torn apart.
that's a hard one.
It is tough.
Can you start it?
Oh, good. I see.
I'm sorry I mentioned it.
You know the metric group for the sign. sound like any other version. Once in a while, I hear something that sounds like what we played.
You need to do Richmond.
Marshall. He said he really doesn't play that with me.
Well, you're doing the changes right.
I have a pencil. Go.
That bass that you're doing there,
Yeah, that's what he said he liked about it.
that's what I like about it. And the Costa Waltz, Ben Carroll did it and had that blah, 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 blah in there too. You had that in there too. Whoever's playing the banjo, I mean, and of course they had two banjo players. One was finger picked and then the other was claw hammer.
You ever seen anything so crooked in your life?
That's a very important
Doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be framed in the Smithsonian.
It would be